The Undersea Science and Engineering Foundation is organized exclusively for supporting, maintaining, and furthering educational outreach for the undersea sciences and engineering in southeastern New England. Collaboration opportunities are made possible by an educational partnership agreement with the Naval Undersea Warfare Center in Newport, Rhode Island.
The Undersea Science Engineering Foundation was formed, I think, 4 years ago, primarily by retired employees of NUWC. And the purpose is to get a group of people that have the NUWC knowledge and are willing to impart this primarily to our younger students.
Working with the Naval Undersea Warfare Center, or NUWC, USEF has supported a series of educational programs for students.
NUWC began looking at educational outreach about 7 years ago because there is a shortage of U.S.-born scientists and engineers, and we can't hire folks who aren't U.S.-born because they can't get the required clearances. So we're hoping to increase the number of students who are interested in science and engineering. We have a lot of folks who are passionate about what they do and love what they do, so it's a logical extension for them to help kids try to get that same enthusiasm. We began UTAP 7 years ago as basically an internship program. But unfortunately, a lot of high school kids didn't have the background that folks on base needed to actually have them do a lot of valuable work for us. So we came up with a project for them to do, and it's gone through a few iterations, but the students are basically building what we affectionately call sea perch on steroids. So it's an undersea vehicle that they then have to redesign and create an advanced control system for. That control system is now computer processor generated, so they need to go in and build the boards, program the chip, and it's a great hands-on learning experience. We started with our schools, our partner schools, NUWC's partner schools, Newport and New Bedford, and found the kids loved the program. They enjoyed what they did, and we wanted to expand it. So the foundation came in with a grant from the Van Buren Charitable Trust to bring 2 more schools on board, Portsmouth and Middletown. We now have 3 sessions. This summer is the first, so we have our session with our partner schools, we have the session that's run by the foundation, and then we have a 3rd session which is open to all students. I'm going to have 15 different schools participating in August in the program. The students receive a stipend because I don't want this to be a camp experience where parents pay for their students to participate, because then that way students who are only from affluent backgrounds are going to be the ones who can participate. I want students, especially when I look at my partner schools, Newport and New Bedford, I have kids who have to get a summer job to help support their families. And I don't want this experience to be closed to them because they have to do that. So we do give the students a stipend. In New Bedford and Newport now, we've arranged for the students to actually get academic credit on their transcripts for what they do here as well.
Engineers and scientists from the Naval Undersea Warfare Center actively support the program.
I have Chris Hansen, who's the technical director for the Sea Perch program, and I have Dr. John DeCecco, who's out of the Unmanned Vehicles Department. So they are my key NUWC people. Sean Goggin, who is an ICI employee, who's part of my outreach team. And then I have a few college interns who are here under the Naval Research Enterprise Internship Program from ONR, who give us some support as well.
The Undersea Science and Engineering Foundation specifically sponsors one of the summer Undersea Technology Apprentice program sessions.
What happened is that NUWC came up with this UTAP program as part of their educational outreach. in order to encourage kids to get an interest in science and engineering, and to show them what engineers do for a living, so they could get a sense for this is what engineers do. It is worth looking at math, it is worth paying attention in physics. And what we did is USEF, the Undersea Science and Engineering Foundation, is we in Newark got with the Van Buren Foundation, and they were interested in bringing this program, UTAP, which is currently available to Newport and New Bedford students, to students in Portsmouth and Middletown. So for the last, this is our third year, with coordination with the Van Buren Foundation, we have brought this UTAP program to Portsmouth and Middletown students. The high schools select the students. We're interested in seeing as much equality between male and female students. And we break them up into teams so that they're mixed by high school and gender. And then they're free. We turn them loose. We give them a set of instructions, a bag of parts, and I think you'll see just what goes on and how engaged they get. But again, they're on their own. We're here to help them, but we're not here to do step-by-step process.
How are we going to push?
Volunteer mentors who have experience in undersea science guide the participants along their way as they work their projects.
I retired from NUWC in 2008. I was a technical program manager for unmanned undersea vehicle programs. So obviously I have a background in what's required for vehicles to perform underwater. I got involved in the program because I had been working with Bill Ferreira down at Thompson Middle School on basic sea perch efforts with the middle school children. And he had called and asked if I would be interested in working with the high school kids. Right now I'm serving as a mentor. I'm kind of learning on the job because I had not done this before with the high school kids. And it's a very rewarding effort to work with the kids because they're very enthusiastic about learning about what's required to get these vehicles operational.
Educators from the local high schools also pitch in to help.
I became involved because I teach the robotics there, robotic engineering and programming. And I wanted to be able to see what this program is about and what my students are experiencing. As a teacher this time, we are doing the same as the students and finding all the different challenges they're going through.
We got an email from our principal, and if we were interested in math and science majors that we should apply for this program. And then we were selected from a group of like 60 or 70 kids. We're assigned groups based on 2 from Middletown, 2 from Portsmouth to try to create so you're not just working with your friends, you're working in a collaborative group with new people. Okay. And then for our actual project, we're given kind of a blank slate and the freedom to do whatever. The mentors are here if we have any questions, but truly it's us deciding what we want to do, when we want to do it.
The UTAP program has been very effective in providing young people a program where they apply scientific principles in a real-world environment while having a lot of summer fun. Please show your support to this and other programs that support inspiring our young engineers and scientists of the future by being a member of the Undersea Science and Engineering Foundation or just by volunteering to help.